What is going on, YouTube? So, it's been a pretty silent time with NBA news right now. You know, free agency's wrapped up, the NBA draft's wrapped up, Olympics are going on right now, and it's just kind of that time right before the preseason, right before training camp and all that stuff kicks off. So, really the biggest news to come out in the last week or so has been Russell Westbrook re-signing with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, I talked a decent amount about Russell Westbrook being traded, trade rumors and everything. I did one video about it. I think everyone did, though. So today I wanted to answer the question. I don't like to look back a lot, what if, but sometimes I do. Sometimes it's fun, and that's kind of it's just kind of that time to do it for the NBA. My question is, the question I'm answering is, should Russell Westbrook have been traded? And the answer is definitely not. The Thunder made a great move being able to re-sign him. I did an entire video talking about why Russell Westbrook should win the MVP this year with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think he will. Will the Thunder be the best team in the West this year? Maybe not, but do they still have the chance to compete long-term? Yes. You know, Russell Westbrook will be around for at least 3 more years. I think he'll be an elite player in the NBA for at least 5 more years. We'll see how his body holds up, but as of now, he hasn't really had a whole lot of injury troubles to deal with in the NBA, a little bit, but not much. A few of the trade scenarios that people were looking at, a lot of people thought he was going to go to LA. That was one of the things I thought of. Obviously the Knicks are always a place that people talk about. I didn't think that was going to happen, though. I thought that the Clippers and the Lakers made a lot of sense. If he did want to go back to LA, both teams could have put something together in a deal for the Thunder, because the Thunder seemed like they were very interested in Blake Griffin. They could have traded for Blake Griffin and then re-signed him to a longer deal, but also it sounds like the Thunder are trying to go after Blake Griffin in free agency next year. Another one that was a pretty common one was Russell Westbrook to the Boston Celtics. Now, what do you get out of that? You're probably just going to get a whole bunch of young pieces. You get Marcus Smart, who could come back to the same state he played college ball in. You'd be close to home, which is Dallas. And a guy you just has a lot of potential in the NBA. You get a few other players in that trade too, probably. But again, you're looking at a Thunder core of Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, and Steven Adams, and it's a pretty good I wouldn't really call it a big 3, but it's a pretty good core. And then, even outside of that, Domantas Sabonis, I mentioned, I think he should be starting for the Thunder, maybe not to start off the year because Enes Kanter was still probably his rightful spot right now. But you put Domantas Sabonis and Steven Adams in the paint together for a Thunder team that was already one of the best rebounding teams in the league last year, and all of a sudden, you've got a rebounding monster. Domantas Sabonis might have been the best rebounder in the draft, and again, they were just able to stockpile young talent. I think Cameron Payne's ready to take another step up at point guard, and the fact they were able to re-sign Russ to, what was it, a 3-year, $85 million deal, very, very good move on the part of the Thunder. So the answer to this question, again, is no, they should not have traded Russell Westbrook. That was just my reasoning why, looking back at what might have happened if he did. We'll see what happens 3 years into the future. But it does take another big name off of next year's free agency class, which, a couple months down the road, I'll do another top 10 free agency video, because obviously some more players might resign or get traded, and we'll see what happens then. But anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.